Tombstone hitters. We've got Blinding Light that looks excellent. And yeah, it just looks like a very clean overall draft from Nigma versus what Secret's got, which is just, yeah, run at you with melee heroes. Oh, yeah, this is an interesting one.
Pretty solid way to play. And if I remember correctly, at that point, it was Zai playing on the Darkseer, cliffing Arteezy on his Terrorblade. Sorry about that, everybody. Just catching strays.
I think you actually right about that. So, yeah, I mean, let's see if they're going to be able to make it work. Looks difficult. I think Nigma's got super comfortable heroes. They've got, of course, Amar playing his, as he said the other day, my OP hero, right? So playing his Razor. Looks like a pretty nice Razor game. Could even see him maybe, I mean, he won't do this, but I could see him just not really dying, just going for some super survivable build, because they have so much healing with it, so much save. Got Rubik eventually with saves, we've got Soul Rip, Coddle heals, etc. So, yep. Let's see, there's already a lot of tipping going on, so, you know, those who don't know, of course, Amar and Crystallis, old teammates on Creepwave back in the day, they say they know everything about each other, and both of them playing Grandmaster heroes in this match.
You wouldn't want it any other way, either. It's just going to be a good one. And, well, zoning back a couple here, I'm curious to see how this laning stage works out, as Zayat's actually going to have to jump out of there in a moment, because they decide to swap things up a little bit. When we were looking at the draft, I think the panel was too, we were thinking like 4 Marcy, and instead it's going to be played with this Ricky. And you can see the esportsbet.io odds very even, but a slight edge right now towards Nigma Galaxy. But what do you think about the Ricky 4 switch-up playing with the Darkseer lane?
I think it's one of the few times you can actually look to play it with, as a 4 position is when you have this Darkseer, but I think that Nigma honestly has three setups for winning lanes. I think top maybe could be the volatile one, the Nature's Prophet Rubik versus Marcy and Monkey King, but again, it's 2 range versus double melee. As long as My Control doesn't step up super aggressive and die, then I think, yeah, it looks like they should have 3 really, really strong lanes.
Definitely already taking a bit of a punch in here. Boom against Sumail in that mid lane. Oh yeah, needs to deal with that constant harassment from the Illuminate spam too. Was able to sideswipe the first one, but yeah, he's just going to keep on getting plinked over and over again. But yeah, there are some downsides to this Coddle mid now. Like we've sort of, when it was in its heyday, no small camp for him to pull into.
Yeah, does have on Radiant. Actually, no, on both of them it does work because you can get like these double stacks and stuff going on, but. The playstyle that Sumail did with it the other day was just join with his team super early, fight very actively, and I think that's probably a similar style that he can go for this game. It worked amazing. He was 100% kill involvement, so it was pretty absurd, the performance that Sumail had on this hero.
Certainly will have been watched and maybe trying to find new ways to shut that one down. As you see Crystallis get some good harassment out there with Puppey onto GH. So playing on that hero that, as you said, level 30, incredibly comfortable. I think 1,500 games or somewhere in that neighborhood. As let's get some harassment in there. I think he had an Iron Shell just wear off too, but Amar taking some damage underneath the tower here.
Ooh, and missing a CS. And oh, the second one. He's going to go for it. Doesn't get the last hit.
Damn. Okay. And Zayats just pulls another wave. So when the lane is rough, get out of there. Just don't do it.
Double melee versus Undying. Oh, he's going to be a little slow pace to start, and versus Razor, of course. So Amar, he should be able to catch back up here. Missing another creep under the tower, though. So he's so far already missed, I think, like 3 or 4.
Boom's going to get a bottle refill down bottom there, too, after retrieving his. And Resolution, he definitely feels like the hero that needs to get a lot done.
Oop, up top, they get the grab on MC. This could be a potential kill.
Couple punches.
No Boundless. Forcing the TP out, though. Pretty nice.
Look at that. Zayat's just giving off a full duration link almost there, but getting some harassment in with the Iron Shell.
Yeah, nicely done. And it's in the positioning where the link doesn't really matter. Can't actually use it onto the Darkseer, so all right, pretty good. I'm mostly staying at top. I think this is the most volatile lane, like I was mentioning before. Just if those two squishier range heroes kind of step up a little too far, could get grabbed out if there's Boundless available. So seeing some stacks already. Sumail, I believe he's clearing 1 hard camp and then stacking up the medium. Just for the time being. So we are seeing Boom having a good time in the mid lane.
Yeah, 16-5 versus 16-3, but it's kind of what you would anticipate. A couple more extra denies for the high base damage there on the Tiny. And again,
Kuro
chase down onto him. It's Iron Shell level 2 now, so that's a pretty significant damage increase. And Kuro is actually forced to throw some decays out here. He's taking a ton of damage. Tries to TP out. Do they have enough damage? Yes! They get the kill with the Blink Strike.
Very late TP coming out from Kuro. thinking that maybe he doesn't have to use another mango and get that decay earlier. Gets chased out. All right, so plays his hand a little bit too far forward versus this level 2 Ion Shell.
And
Nicely done from Zayat.
now a potential really dangerous position because Darkseer's got level 3. Amar can't really step to the creep wave, and in fact, he just takes a ton, vacuum
might
back,
just die.
pulls him in with no help from that Undying. Amar is going to get ran down and finished off by Rezo.
Okay. I mean, they were struggling a bit on last hits, but yeah, because of the Undying playing too far forward, yeah, they get punished because of their positioning there. Nicely done from Rezo and Zayat. This is how they have to thrive off of this game, is getting constant kills with that Ion Shell. Making sure Rezo has a good game, I think, is going to be key.
Even going to pull that wave back behind as Boom
Nicely done.
heads on up and gets the other creep wave. So Amar will manage to come back in time, but you can see this like level 2 Ion Shell harassment has been super difficult for Nigma to deal with at the early goings.
Yeah, definitely slowing down that farm. I think, yeah, most important thing is, though, is just get Rezo levels, get level 7 super early. I wanted to see him running with the team, running with his Ricky, running with the Tiny, looking for super aggressive plays early on. So yeah, that's kind of the whole purpose of the way that the draft works with the 5 melee with Darkseer.
And I guess does the great start that we're seeing from Sumail, you know, he's now top of those last hits, farming out things and constantly getting the stacks on. With these bots, are you anticipating him getting active early too with the rest of the team?
I would imagine so. I think the way that Liquid has, not the way that they've played with Coddle, but the way that they've shown how you play the map with these type of early aggressive lineups, I think, yeah, he can join in with like Nature's Prophet. They can look to even pressure something like Monkey King with some rotations. Yeah, he's level 6, Boom. About to be 6 as well, but the Coddle now can just freely push out waves and then make things happen. Zayat is going to start scouting stuff out, so he's going to start watching Sumail getting those stacks ready. So starting to set up that kill threat later on. And maybe sap some experience. Get in there. Get in there, Ricky.
That is definitely going to be a little bit annoying. Can come on in and contest things if he needs to. Does mean that Resolution's left completely alone. They got a pretty good link onto him, but is going to just try and do another pull here of the camp. We'll have Surge back up in a moment, as I don't think Nigma can kill him with the stick charges.
Should be safe. It's a lane where, you know, they have no stun to actually stop this Surge and chase him out, so yeah, nicely done. But now Rezo does step up a little far. Okay, be okay.
To be careful there. Yeah, loses sight of the creeps, but this is a whole creep wave missed underneath the tower while this is happening. So Nigma losing out on a little bit of extra damage there onto the tower and a couple creeps too.
I think it's important they kill this courier though, actually, from Zayat. I was about to start mentioning what we saw the other day from Saksa, the way he was able to like ruin Watson, I believe it was, on the Terrorblade with these sentries and wards just to block camps. I think this could have been an option for Zayat. 1 minute, no courier available, won't be able to get into the jungle of Sumail and block these camps out, so pretty impactful.
Yeah, you can see the pings there already, feeling a little bit upset about not being able to come on in there and deny that farm.
Sumail now level 7, boot to travel ready, so always have to be ready on those side lanes now for the side of Secret, and he can just join in and bail any of these guys out of bad scenarios.
Goes in to try and put some pressure on again.
Nice
the vacuum back, the double Ion Shell, the damage is there. Can they kill him off in time? No. They have to run away, and Zayat, in some trouble, dies to the blast.
Even MC turns up, and Puppy.
Dude, they're all here. This is Danger Town. They're dropping Ion Shells on the creep wave just to pull it past because the damage is way too much. Almost kills them off, but the Ava, the toss, the pullback misses it up a little bit. Oh, and Amar's going to live through it because of it. They kill off Rezo.
Oh, boy.
That was still going. Not the way it was supposed to go, and now Boom in some more trouble. Throws out an avalanche to try and get some distance, but Sumail, I'm not sure if he's stopping. Will finally back off.
That was the early boots of travel timing. I'm surprised that MC actually came as well too, but yeah, they have so much global threat. They see the situation happening, and boom, instant TPs come out. Now top Sumail is able to go and sap that XP, while My Control, I guess, is just going to play down in the bottom lane for a moment. Great response from Nigma.
Very well played. And, you know, despite those early 2 kills, you're seeing in terms of, like, the net worth across this lane, definitely into the favor of Razor, as you would anticipate.
Yeah.
The only lane that's sort of going pretty well relative to its counterpart is going to be that Monkey King, in some fashion at least, who's been able to get a little bit ahead of MC.
Yeah, and I think we saw a little bit of anti-synergy there from Puppy and Boom, right? The dispose during the toss kind of play just seemed to have broke the damage, I believe, or something like that. Something looked really messed up there. Now, moving forward, utilizing Ion Shell. Probably going to find MC here.
This should be a clean one. And double Ion Shells and the finish.
Nicely done.
Trying to get into that Blink Dagger as soon as possible.
They got to play active this game. They have to play. I feel like they have to play extremely active with Ion Shell. Just look to make as many kills as possible, because it does feel like they will have some damage issues going into all this healing and save that Nigma Galaxy has set themselves up for.
Particularly around those BKB timings. Like, there's just not going to be much there when it's all ready to go.
The BKBs, these Illuminates, you can never count out how much Illuminate does heal inside of these fights. So
MC comes back into the mid lane this time.
he wants his 6. He's just trying to find XP. Kuro will be down.
Going down here, it looks like they get a lift. Chrysalis turns, ready to fight. Sumail's shown up, tried to dodge the damage, but it came out too late. A little bit slow on that mischief.
Here comes MC as well. He's still not even 6. Okay.
It's his way out of there, but Danger Town for sure. It's again another huge group of heroes down on the bottom side of the map. Boom, maybe gonna go for some type of a pickoff play here. Finds Sumail. Ava toss. They have the smoke down. Wants to get him for the kill, but Sumail just runs away. Sides right on top. Tries to go for the tricks of the trade kill, but it's not gonna be enough. Oh, that would have been huge, but Sumail just a little bit too tanky, a little too survivable.
Nigma is super ready for all these moves, and now even getting aggressive again onto Rezo. They have a Wrath of Nature.
Resolution tries to eat his way out, get some separation there. Kuro didn't get to K back up in time.
3K lead off of these rotations so far. Nigma reading the map perfectly. Like baiting Kuroki down bottom and then TPing in with so many heroes. I don't think Secret's ready for all this action that's coming out and how fast they're moving. And Sumail, of course, after bottom getting super low, finds a regen. So back up to full HP, level 10 Coddle at 10 minutes.
He is definitely having another one of those standout performances that we saw earlier. And, you know, you start thinking about the way that this has gone. So much of it enabled, even though he's not having a great game, this Nature's Prophet that can be everywhere at all times, and then they take the tower after they win the fight. It's just so much punish so quickly coming from Nigma.
Yeah, and it's, I mean, off of this, it's looking like a pretty good recipe for them to have this advantage where Secret, you know, they will definitely run into some damage issues to be able to push through all this healing. And the group up from Nigma, it's strong. When they all group up around Tombstone, around this Coddle, how do they kill the Tombstone? 5 melee heroes, there's going to be Blinding Light coming in, and if you commit to kill the Tombstone, you're going to get hit with Plasma Field, Fade Bolt, Coddle Nuke as well, too. So, team fights, they're going to start getting difficult for Secret as Zayats.
Yeah, there's no way out of this one. So they move in, they find the kill on that Riki, and immediately, after taking down that tower, keep the pressure going, TP into another lane.
And look, I mean, Sumail, level 11, 11 minutes, he's going to keep up with the timer. Every time there's any wave hitting a tower, he shows up. If you look at Secret's draft, they have no real objective taking. Their way to take objectives is fighting and then getting those objectives after you get kills. But if Nigma's reacting and moving at this speed, it feels like they're not going to really get a window opportunity to get those towers.
Yeah, they
slow down this farm.
They have to kill Sumail, it feels like, and that has proven to be very difficult.
He's tanky. He's, I mean, level 11. He has 4 staff to protect himself, the tumblers, and looks like he's actually perhaps building into the vessel as well that we've seen popularized on this hero.
It can be so devastating, so quick.
Yeah. Versus Monkey King versus Tiny Core. Those two heroes hate playing versus Vessel.
Well, it has slowed down in the last couple of minutes after taking both of those top and bottom tier 1 towers, but you gotta imagine all eyes on mid next. Whenever Nigma want to make that move again, might wait for the next big item that comes out here, and some pressure is being mounted down their bottom. So Secret getting something done here.
I think Boom has to make everything happen right now. Blink is online. I think he has to go pick up the Ion Shell, start moving around and find some of these big kills. Or feels like the map is going to shrink super fast, and just not really seeing good ways for Secret to take team fights unless they have numbers, which, as we've seen multiple times now, Nigma's always going to have the number advantage.
Well, TP's coming in bottom. Rubik is there. Kuro already in the spot, and
Sumail,
they see him right away. Doesn't even get off the tricks of the trade.
All right, well, that's Vessel pretty much done, and almost level 12. So continue to keep it up. They're even going to deny out the tower. No gold for you, Secret. Nigma's got... Yeah, this game plan is looking perfect for them.
Everything that they want to accomplish, they're accomplishing it.
Yep, and they're giving Amar all the space in the world so that he can farm up for that BKB. Look at his HP already. On Agi Treads, he's 1,720 HP.
Whoa.
So looking at Secret's burst potential, it's just not really there to take this hero out, even if they commit fully onto him.
No, they are going to need to have long, extended fights and somehow not manage to get all killed by a tombstone.
Yeah, long fights sound pretty hard.
Exactly.
Also.
Like, everything's hard.
But yeah, this is looking tough unless they start finding big kills with Boom.
Well, Kuro underneath the tower here. They have good wards in the area and see nobody on the map at all. Nigma back away and aren't going to present themselves as a target. Although they might spot the Undying here, turn back, ready to fight into him. Avalanche toss, and Kuro giving up a kill.
It's fine. Kuro, I think that's his job this game.
Yeah.
Tank the ganks. He's 0-3 so far, but you see that the reflection of the net worth, the reflection of the map, it's just all Nigma's favor. So yeah, definitely not the kill that they want to be getting with their smoke, with their blink reveal on Tiny.
DH denies that DD MC. Wait, did he take mid tower? Was that?
Yep, Treants.
Oh my god.
He actually was able to sneak it in.
All right, mid tower gone.
Mid tower gone, and he's got Maelstrom. So
they didn't even have to take a fight.
No. They are so farmed at this point. Maelstrom on MC. They've got Coddle with Spirit Vessel, Force Staff. They've got Razor with near BKB. They're hitting timings faster than I would have expected it to.
Yeah, this game does not feel like it's going to get that much easier just by farming alone. If Secret want to sort of pull themselves back into this, they're going to need to make some solid plays, get some fights going their direction.
But how do you, right? How do you get that? Because you have to get number advantage probably versus this lineup at this point, and there's a Coddle with bots, and there's a Nature's Prophet on the other side, so yeah, things looking rough. Things looking really hard for Secret.
Bro, don't do that.
Well, they scan. Radiant know that they're in the area. Burrow walking forward brazenly right into vision now. They spot him.
Look at him. He's offering himself. He's like, please, go for me.
God, we need to run away. The Surge does get enough distance there that they can escape with Rezo.
Oh, boy. They have to just... The scan comes out, right? It catches them when they were setting up this gank for some time and unable to find much of anything. Crystallis close to... he has Echo Saber that's going to be able to come out on Courier soon, but it's bottom of the cores already.
Puppey gets away, and Boom will too. I mean, the scary thing about this... Oh, Boom. No, maybe he won't.
The Vessel.
In trouble. Crystallis is over in the area too, though. Sumail does not want to step too far up. They drop the Tombstone down now. And with MC moving in, Boom is going to be in trouble. They find him. Crystallis now in trouble too. He gets caught, he gets stunned, and nowhere left to go. Needs to get a jump away, but doesn't have an opportunity to. Amar gives the vision. They find the kill.
Nice play. Oh, yeah, give him the tip. I mean, beautiful play from MC. Just drops the Nature's Call on top of him, cuts the tree, and he's stunned for 4 seconds.
Man.
Nigma just running the show. And now, Amar, yeah, BKB is going to be coming out, so very limited physical damage on Secret's draft. Nigma is just seeming to be finding everything and dictating pace completely.
Well, and even the thought of like trying to go for some big vacuum combo into the, everything. Resolution Vacuum is at level 1. He needs to have this surge ready so he can keep himself and the rest of the team alive. So even that big combo isn't going to be there for a while.
It's just, their lineup is just very, very tough to play versus what Nigma has. It's 5 melee versus Rubik Undying, so these heroes just... Yeah, Rubik, Undying, and Coddle, these heroes just thrive versus these melees. And Sumail's doing the same build he did the other day. So we were already talking about how they can't kill Tombstone, they can't commit onto these team fights. Sumail gonna rush in Aghanims.
Yikes.
Then they literally cannot kill Tombstone, and they probably can't kill Will-O-Wisp either. This game just continues to be super difficult, and they know exactly where Crystallis is right now. GH already prepared with the Avalanche.
Oh my god, he jumped into it. Oh, that feels bad. Holy moly, Crystallis doesn't even get off to get the Boundless Strike.
What a play from GH.
Dude, GH is so good.
He knew exactly where he was jumping, had the Avalanche already pre-targeted. Moving on to the next skill. GH 203, almost same net worth as Monkey King, and they are not slowing down.
Movement after movement has been a success for Nigma and Secret. The area they're allowed to play has just grown smaller by the minute, it feels like.
And Kuro just charges in because he's always telling them, like, please use your spells on me. Like, that's my job. Just tank everything up.
Yeah, like even if he doesn't get the Tombstone down, I think it doesn't matter almost.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like it at this point by any means.
Resolution getting those creeps denied from him as he has to waddle away from Amar.
Look at the map as well, too. Look how prepared they are for Riki. Look at all these sentries placed from Nigma. How the hell do you play as this Riki at this moment? They've got Shard now, so let's see what they can make happen with that. Echo Saber on Monkey King. The Blink, as we mentioned before, on the Tiny, and they have Shard on Zayats. Feels like this has to hit hard.
But they're going to run right into Amar, who still has that BKB ready.
Oh, God. And Kuroki. Okay.
Throws it out. Finds one. It's not the best target in the world, not going to lie to you. but they get that kill, and Amar can't do anything to turn it around right away. So they get one pick off.
They get the pick up on Kuro again. Yeah, I'm sure Kuro is just... I mean, Kuro usually doesn't like smile or laugh at all or anything, but I'm sure Kuro's very happy with this situation that's going on still.
4 of his team's 6 deaths. Yeah,
Yep.
not bad.
Yep, that's the job of the 5. Space.
But if he ever were to smile, this would be the
This
time.
would probably be the time, yeah.
I'm with you.
That little thumbs up that he gave at that one tournament, right? I love that picture. These deep wards right now that Nigma's been able to place also with all this aggression, they see everything. So they see all the preparation that Secret's trying to set up for. Looks like it's probably going to get de-warded, but
Zayats.
Amar's in the area.
Oh, runs right on through him. The sleeping dart's there.
Boom, he's in trouble.
Oh my god, Zayats just gets obliterated, and yeah, boom. Not gonna be living for that long there.
Yeah, I think you might have to start banning this Coddle as well versus this team. Sumail just way too comfortable on it. The build working perfectly. This Vessel is destroying Boom. He sees him for 1 second. Solar Blind Vessel. This Tiny just starts ticking out so fast. Yeah, pace just continues to be accelerated. 8K lead. Feels like they're able to do almost whatever they please on the side of Nigma.
What's crazy is I feel like there are a bunch of bans the panel was talking about on Sumail. Almost no bans on Amar's heroes, and even still, he just gets this like absolutely insane Coddle that can set the tempo for the rest of the draft, it feels like.
Coddle versus 5 melee.
Yeah.
The literal dream for Sumail. 5 melee and limited damage until later on, so yeah. He's having a blast.
And I feel like there was a couple of moments early on where maybe Boom could have played together, and we saw him try and go on that Coddle, how different things maybe could have looked if they were able to pair together and actually get the kill. But, you know, when you fail those ganks and Sumail gets into his point booster now, has the Ogre Club, it feels really hard to take him down.
Yeah, just limited damage and super tanky heroes. I think Nigma just looked super ready this game, right? Like the movement started happening bottom, and the Coddle, the Coddle already had Boots of Travel. MC was like, I'm level 4 or something and changed and still TP'd in to join the team. They were super ready for every rotation. It's impressive.
Well, Mech is done, along with the full pipe on Darkseer. So they do have some survivability here. The issue is always going to be, though, and has been the damage.
Yes. The Zayats
Has to get away, gets the jump off the puppy.
But here comes MC. He's just keeping in their faces.
Yeah, not that concerned about anything. Doesn't have a rebound now. Puppy, he's dead.
Sumail secures the last hit with the blinding light, and that's his Aghanims. So team fights already were impossible for Secret. It felt now whatever is more impossible than impossible. Seems like that is starting to be it as, yeah, still kicking up the pace, even looking to pressure 2-2s now.
Drops down the cloud, tries to slow down this push for whatever they're worth. The Greaves are done, but the damage not there, and Monkey King's still a ways away from a BKB as Nigma take down this tower. Tier 2 going to go down at 21 minutes with an 8K gold lead. It's hard to come back from this.
Very hard to come back from this. And, they're going to eventually start making their way into Roshan, too, and they're pretty much full HP whenever they commit in it. And they don't have the best way to kill it, but they have the Flesh Golem and Tombstone, which is going to help Nigma take that one out. To point out also, I like that Amar actually bought Shard this game nice and early.
Oh, yeah.
So many targeted spells onto him. The Ricky spells, the Marcy spells. He's going to be able to do a lot of damage just with that.
Has the Sanjanyasha queued up right now, but maybe a dream of a Bloodstone.
Yeah,
who knows?
He probably doesn't need it. He's the carry, right? He wants to go more carry.
Sure enough.
So. Smoked. They're ready. They still have this deep ward that sees the rotation coming in.
Take Kuro out of the fight for a moment. Jump away with Zayats.
Uh-oh. Only for a second, though.
No more tricks of the trade. He is in some trouble. Pulled back in and zapped down, punched to death.
MC wants more.
Keep looking. There they find him. Has to pop that Greaves. Tries to run away. Vacuum wall. Back onto 3, but there is no follow-up in the least bit.
Oh.
Boom. Okay, Avatos kills off Kuro.
Kuro offers his life.
Illusions taking down the Tombstones. That's how you do it. You don't have ranged heroes yourself. You create them.
Fair enough.
It's perfect.
Small.
There's nothing wrong with this, right? Right?
You always try to look for the positive. I like
try
it.
really hard.
I like it. The pessimist with the optimist here together on the cast.
Whoa, but look at that, 66%. So they're
okay.
All right, that's not as bad as I thought it was going to be, actually.
Same. Giving them a little bit more faith with that. With the 5-man Darkseer, if they can get some type of connections, if they can combo. MC's TPing right in their faces again.
Oh god, get out of there, Boom. You're in some trouble there. Surge, but still an avalanche. Oh, that one hurts a lot. tries to get in onto somebody, but it's just going to be another kill. So
And
Boom goes down.
And now Roche has opened up, if they'd like to go into there at least.
It is a little bit tough to come and contest this one. And Nigma, they know how strong they are, and they are ready to take this one down. Pop that Flesh Golem. Kuro gets the amp damage, and Roshan falling very quickly. Only one tower taken so far for Secret.
Just met with 5 heroes, it feels like, every single time they've tried to make a play.
Chrysalis does have the BKB completed, as we see Nigma finish off this Roshan, so might be able to survive some of that burst coming from the Coddle. But also just look, and they don't have great ways to keep people stuck in these fights.
Yeah, and it's still just the same thing, right? More survivability, but no ways to actually kill targets very easy.
Yeah.
It's going to come down to... It really does feel like it's going to come down to some type of... I'm looking to see if there's a blink even queued on Rezo. Not the case, going for 4-step to save. I feel like it's going to have to be some like 4 or 5-man vacuum with just chain stun with Boundless into Wukongs.
Yeah, bait out the BKBs first somehow, and then go for that type of a play. Marcy and Puppy playing on it. The double bracer about to hit that 25-minute mark. Let's go.
Okay.
And the Hood of Defiance done, so maybe some more extra survivability going on there.
All right, let's see what they can do. This has to also, I mean, this has to kind of work out for them if they can find anything. But map already starting to get pushed out. Nigma seem to be prepared for this move again already. Hitting mid tower.
More staff done. Mar, the one that's leading the charge with that Aegis and BKB still in hand.
Oh boy. All right, let's see what they find. The 5 melee stacked up.
Looking for it. Surged up Boom. Doesn't go for a play, though. Does get the toss back now with the Boundless, but is the damage there? Yes! They bring him down once. Can they do it again? The rest of the team at nearby... Okay, no. They just back out. They just run away.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
And tower drops anyway, so that was one of their big hits. And now Nigma, they're going to hit back. Walls down. Wukong's is down too. The majority of the damage from Secret. Oh, Chrysalis goes to farm here. Amar.
There's no
He
way.
knows. He knows they cut it with the Will-O-Wisp.
Oh my god, they get him. Are you kidding me? Chrysalis gets caught, obliterated there.
Oh, yeah, multiple tools to cut down the AoE trees.
Man.
The Will-O-Wisp as well as the Nature's Call. This time it's the Will-O-Wisp. An Aether Lens on Sumail. They read the move perfectly.
I must have missed that smoke on the Secret side, and well, they get punished pretty freaking hard.
Sumail, or sorry, Kuroki he did have a pretty big smile right there, just gonna say. Pretty big grin coming out on him. I think they're feeling real good.
I'm waiting for the thumbs up.
Yeah.
It'll come soon, surely.
They're just sweeping so fast across the map. Every time you look, it's 4 or 5 heroes from Nigma. They get another really good ward down, a deep ward. Might get taken away, but either way, they're always keeping tabs of wherever Secret's trying to make any type of play.
Very frustrating to play against. And I think that even that positioning, I think that Coddle Illusion was trying to block the camp, but didn't quite get it. Regardless, everything that they want to do and more, Puppy can only kind of look on as creeps get farmed in his face.
I mean, look at MC. He's actually blocking Ancients and blocking Hard Camp around the triangle at the same time that all this is happening. So not even a place for Christos to farm. While Nigma's playing on opposite side of the map, they're still pressuring other side either with treants and blocking camps. MC, his Nature's Prophet has always been something that's terrifying.
I mean, so this is the thing, right? Like, we're talking about the power, obviously, of the Coddle. I think Nature's Prophet is a huge part of what makes this work in a way. Like, the speed that you can play it is just insane out of so many positions.
Yeah, I mean, we've said it so many times, right? The way that Liquid's kind of made this hero look pretty broken in a way. The way that you're always having a way to take objectives. You always are able to fight. He doesn't do the Ags build on MC, but either way, he turns up to every fight. And yeah, he transitions into a carry a little bit differently with the Mjolnir build.
Turning up to fights at like 4 minutes or whatever the hell it was. It's like, why are you here?
Yeah, with the Gleipnir, that is, especially too, yeah. And he's even gone for, so another thing, right? Now they have Curse of Old Growth. So there's Nature's Call, there's Will-O-Wisp, and there's Curse of the Old Growth to scout out or to catch this poor Monkey King inside tree lines too.
Dude, that's actually crazy.
They have all the answers, it feels like.
Oh my god, Curse of the Old Growth is actually so good against Monkey King.
Yeah, you just see him chilling in there. Sure, it doesn't cut the tree, but it allows you to get the setup for your Nature's Call.
And I haven't played it against it enough to know how much you're able to identify when you are caught with that also. I guess the DPS coming in is going to do it, but
yeah.
Regardless, 28 minutes in, next round of neutrals. They are coming through now, and it looks like none yet online for Secret because those Ancients were blocked.
Yeah, and dude, they're just so rich. Look at the Rubik now at this point. He's almost got same net worth as the Tiny. Boom. 3-3 this game. Unable to find any pickoffs because every time that Secret's tried to make a move, Nigma's just there.
GH, great spells to steal in this one.
Yeah. He's got a Lotus Orb too, so just throws it on his course.
Oh, no.
They just can't die.
Courier killed again. And I wonder how much you talked about that Courier snipe that came out that stopped Sumail from being able to, you know, get his camp blocked or what have you. How much that might have changed things, but I don't know. It's still just looking so rough.
Yep.
Sleep.
GH, he's got Lotus.
The one. What can they do here? Doesn't look like a whole lot. Tricks the trade, jumps away to get back with the rest of his team. Puppy tries to escape, and well, the chase down is there. Yeah, Resolution's gonna vacuum, but doesn't feel great.
No follow-up.
Oh, he drops the wall though.
Boom, maybe looking to go.
Okay, Abba, toss with the Iron Shell MC. He goes down. Amar pops that BKB. They're going to try and wait this one out here, but Chrysalis and Puppy nearby.
Okay.
Can they find him? Jump, looks for more. Oh, the Boundless Strike is off the mark. I don't know if the BKB was wearing off there or what ended up happening, but it might not matter. The toss back. GH keeping his buddy alive. Immaculate play on this Rubik. It is still a solid sequence of events for Secret.
The best sequence that they've had happen so far. Rezo able to get a decent connection. Rezo is now top 2 net worth. So he's still having a pretty good time, but
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
As they get stronger, he gets stronger. The wall is strong and going straight into a Hex next.
cool. Zayats, he's in deep looking for Kuro.
Sleeping Dart used again. Boom
Oh,
on top
boom.
of Kuro. Now the chase. Chrysalis onto Sumail. Oh, the vacuum is just off the mark. They couldn't quite pull him in, and now Wukong's down. Chrysalis just needs to TP away,
God.
but the root is there. Chrysalis is going to fall, and Secret, again, are going to have to just run away.
Kuro, I guess, is a very tasty zombie because they are committing onto him so much, diving tier 2s, losing the core, and not even getting the kill on him.
Yeah, he is, I mean, died 6 times, but every one of them has been worth it. And
Oh, yeah.
now, there is another nice pickup here, which is going to be the Aghanim Scepter for Tiny, but it's still, it's feeling like the ability to use this it's really hard for them.
It's all coming out so late, right? It's 31 minutes, so his damage is still pretty lackluster with that. The next item, perhaps, if he's able to get something like that crit, then maybe with the follow-up. Uh-oh, Zayats, GH, he's ready.
Tricks of the trade, tries to get out, drops the cloud, TP out of there, but no. MC was always going to be ready.
He's always showing up.
Man, Sumail, Octarine Core, 100 gold away from finishing that one off.
Yeah, 10-0-8. 18 of the 21. Can't see how much healing he's done so far this game, but it feels like this healing is also pretty massive. He's even able to dissuade pretty much most of the kills on Secret in a lot of these fights.
I'm curious, you know, at this point, there is still some of that comeback potential that I can see now that you've got like the big combos of a vacuum, a tree volley, but it feels like if Nigma play their cards right, it shouldn't be that much of a contention.
No, they should still be able to control pretty decently. And they even have Mech and Greaves for themselves very soon.
Yeah.
So gotta negate a bit of that burst damage that comes out even if Secret connects it perfectly. And they have so many ways to play around Wukong's.
Right.
All these 4 staves. GH still actually hasn't picked up Shard. I thought maybe he would have, but yeah, tons of 4 staves, blinding lights, etc. to push them away.
Comparing right now the value that Amar has versus Chrysalis, it definitely feels like, in a way, like Amar's that walking battle of doom that like you can't really approach. And on the other hand, when Chrysalis drops the Wukongs, it's hard, but you know they can just walk away from you.
Yeah, it feels like soon they're gonna just be able to stand in the Wukongs and fight. The AC is nearly done with Amar. So it feels like that's probably the point where they just stand inside Wukongs and just take the fight back to them as Secret. Trying to take a fight here with number advantage.
Seeing if they can bait something out, but
Can they
of course...
find Sumail? Maybe they can here, Sumail.
This would be big. They try and jump in. Chrysalis there with the Boundless. The save comes out.
Too much
Sumail,
saves.
4 staff and out. Now they all have to run. Chrysalis and the BKB, they're standing in the Wukongs. They're fighting in the Wukongs. Amar getting brought down low in the Wukongs. Has to run away for a moment, but, well, guess what? There's too much damage. Chrysalis eventually is brought down, and the rest of Secret trying to escape from their stolen vacuum and the pushback onto Rezo. GH comboing together there with Sumail, and Well, one more round. Boom, he's stuck. There's nowhere to go. The trees, they can't help you now. As another avalanche, this time thrown out from GH and Amar on top of him again. So many kills go in the way of Nigma, and no answers at all from Secret.
No, yeah, they get on top of the target they wanted, but what, double force staff, and then just the big mech / Guardian Greaves coming out into Sumail. He's fine, and Amar just runs in the middle of the Wukongs. He's tanky enough at this point. And Amar now starting to plant some flags. They're feeling good. I think they know they've done it.
I thought he was queuing up the mantles.
I was checking to see if he was.
Dang. Well, tier 3 tower taken down along with a lane of racks. And a couple more seconds till the rest of Secret is back up, but the damage well been done. 22,000 gold lead right now.
And Roche respawns, perfect timing for the side of Nigma as well too. So waltzing into the pit there, getting tankier and tankier. There's a Satanic now finished on Nature's Prophet, AC finished on Razor, queuing up a heart. They don't have enough damage on Secret anyway, but this is just a little bit of a blanket just in case of anything. Nigma looking really clean this game. I honestly feel like they've made like very few mistakes, maybe like 1 or 2, but besides that, it's been like a pretty flawless execution. Kuro just offering his life time and time again.
True.
It was the right game plan.
Well, a hell of a first game coming out right now from Nigma. They do have the Hex done on the Darkseer.
Oop.
And Zayat needs to get out of here. Force staff down to the low ground, and he does manage to escape. So they have more control. The damage has consistently been the issue, and they have not solved that problem. Level 3 wall.
They're going to have to get tossbacks under tier 4.
And they try to right now. The Hex comes out. They've got him found. The vacuum pulls back Amar. Do they have the damage, though? Still no. Puppy trying to bring down Amar,
He's
but he
alive.
walks away. Oh, the AC was too much. And Secret, they really have no answer now. Blinding Light pushes the monkey out of his own Wukongs.
So much. Soul Rip, Greaves, the blast coming in from Illuminate. Yeah, everyone just covering Amar there.
Back up to full HP yet again.
Oh, now boom.
Ooh, let's be careful.
They'll be right for a second.
Buy back on Marcy.
Got to toss under tier 4s. It's the only way to get kills here.
They do have vacuum back up again, but no wall for 60 seconds. Boom, looking for that toss back play. But Amar standing in a full creep wave.
He still has Aegis and BKB, so even if they get him under anything now at this point,
it doesn't look like it's going to matter that much. Next round, next tier 3 tower. Zayat's back behind enemy lines.
They haven't. I thought they would buy a gem on the side of Nigma a little bit earlier because of how dominant they've been, but just relying on sentries and dust to catch this Riki, it's worked. So why not?
True enough.
Will Kuro plop the random sentry? He doesn't have Javelin anymore. Drops the Tomb Provision.
Gets it down. Incredibly hard to fight into this one, obviously. Boom trying to get set up here. But of course, like you said, with that Aegis still in hand, it feels like a fool's errand. And they drop the Will-O-Wisp down. Amar keeps the beat down going. Jump in from Puppy. They try and find the back lines. They get 1, get 2. The Boundless Strike is out. The vacuum. Do they have the damage, though? Chrysalis just trying to punch him. It's not enough. It's not nearly enough. And Amar gives the tip over to his former teammate. Chrysalis starts to die in his Wukong's command. As, well, Amar gets low, but he still has that Aegis regardless. Soul Rip is there. GG is called. Nigma take game number 1.
They kind of smashed this one. It felt like a tough draft, it felt like, for Secret to play with the 5 melee, with what they're up against versus, Undying and Coddle, as we mentioned multiple times. But Nigma played flawlessly. I feel like literally 0.